louder. Good morning, and may you have in a good condition while you are watching this video. For this morning, I'm going to address the questions of some of my viewers regarding my true intentions, why I was doing this kind of videos on my channel. They are accusing me of being angry to the people inside the organization. Well, as I've said in some of my videos before, I was not angry to any particular person inside the organization of the religion of Jehovah's Witnesses. I know it for a fact that many of them, I have stated this already, that I know it for a fact that many of them are a good-hearted and good-natured people who wants to serve God, and the way that they are thinking is the only way of serving Him and way of salvation, so that they can survive the impending war of Armageddon, wherein God will annihilate the wicked people, and if they are obedient, because they belong to that organization, and doing their utmost to become submissive Jehovah's Witnesses, they will survive that great war of Armageddon. So their intention is pure, but then again, the teaching that they are propagating to the public has a tremendous and profound effect to the lives of each and every one of them, especially if they are already member inside the Watchtower or the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm not also angry toward any particular member of the Jehovah's Witnesses or the governing body, because I do not know them personally, and they have not done any personal wrong to me. And when I became during the time that I became a Jehovah's Witness, they are not the one in the helm of the organization. But then again, they are the one continuing the legacy of their predecessors. But I'm not angry to any one of them or any people inside the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses. Because if I'm angry to a person, not to the policy or the wrong effects, it will definitely defeat the purpose of my videos or my true intention regarding my videos. Because I was, as I was saying in all my videos before, the false doctrine and the policies of the Watchtower produces detrimental effects, negative effects on the lives of the members. So what I'm after with regards to the content of my videos is the policies and the wrong doctrines, not to any particular person. Because until now, I have so many friends inside the organization and many relatives inside the organization. They have done me no wrong. I am not angry with them. In fact, I was doing this to save them the heartache and additional waste of time that they may render for the sake of being a Jehovah's Witness. So I hope I have answered that part of the question. So some are asking if I was doing this just to earn money. No, this is not a I'm not a good-looking guy, and my way of speaking, especially when it comes in the English version of my videos, I was stammering, always grouping for the right word to say, and there are many moments or occasion that I have spoken the very opposite word. I was the very opposite words of the words that I was intended to say. But I just hoping that you, my English subscribers and viewers, will just be patient enough to understand what I'm was trying to say regarding my videos. So that's it. It's very hard because if it is only for money, I will just choose another job or way of earning money, not by this way of making videos. And so, what is my intent? As I've said and related to my other videos, I have brought many persons inside the organization. I was the one who taught them the post teachings that I was attacking here in my videos. So I felt a moral obligation for them to explain why is it wrong, why I have wronged them by teaching them false teachings. So this is my way of somehow compensating for the wrong teachings that I have taught them. And this is also my way of explaining to them why I finally voice out what is on my mind, so that I can save them somehow by if ever they may watch my videos. Because it is very difficult for them to watch my videos, because Jehovah's Witnesses, for the informations of those who are not Jehovah's Witnesses, is being warned and being commanded by the governing body and by the elders not to watch videos like this, who criticizes the teachings and the policies inside the organization. They called us liars, apostate, dirty dogs, dirty pigs. They call us names, something like that. And they treat me as garbage and very dangerous persons to the spirituality of their members. So it is prohibition. It is prohibited, strictly prohibited for Jehovah's Witnesses to watch videos like this, or any news or blog in the internet or printed materials that contradicts their teachings. They isolate their member from the rest of the society. They are not open to level and open discussion. They want to evade that. In fact, for so many years already, there are so many channels in YouTube and in the internet that criticizes their teachings and their policies that ruin the lives of their members. But so far, the Watchtower Society and their leadership has not come to make any responses. They did not provide any responses in their even in their website, the gw.org, or any other means. They did not bother to give any answer or responses to the criticism they received from the organization, to their organization. So that is the case. In English, I know it that there are so many English speaking critics of the Watchtower already, but since some of my viewers and subscribers requested me to give my talks also in English, I try my best to convey my ideas and my experiences in English. So that's it. So, because I feel the obligation toward my Bible studies, former Bible studies, some of them are still serving as elders inside the congregation. I want them to know. I want to explain to them through my videos why I talk against the policies and the wrong doctrines. Because the issues surrounding the beliefs and practices of the Jehovah's Witnesses are complex topics. It cannot be explained in one setting. So, I took the effort to prepare these videos one by one, so that if one day I was not alive anymore to make the explaining to them, my videos will do the explaining to them. And this is not only for them, this is also for my children, that someday they will look back to the episode of our life why we have left the organization, because they grow up inside or doing the activities inside the organization and believing the doctrines. So this is for my children, and maybe in the future my grandchildren and great-grandchildren, they will be informed that once in my life I have admitted that I have become naive to believe all the teaching of a religion that it is the true religion. I was so naive and so innocent, and I have participated vigorously and seriously in the programs and activities of this organization as an elders. So this is my way of compensating what I have done during the time that I was serving as a Jehovah's Witnesses, as a member of their religion. And for the general public, I was doing these videos as a clear sign of warning to them that they should not enter and become member of this organization which ruin the lives of their members sooner or later. Yes, it impoverished their member, using all their energies and service and building of their organization, but they are left in their old age and their more vulnerable years in life with nothing to fend for themselves. Just like what happened to my grandmother and my grandfather. They died in a very miserable situation. And now, our family is being divided because of that situation. Being divided. It is very heartbreaking situation. And our families, cousins, uncles, who are not Jehovah's Witnesses, they are angry to one of my uncle who is an elder inside the congregation, because he did not notify us when my grandmother finally breathed her last, and he immediately disposed the body by cremation without informing us. Well, he will have his he has so many, he will make many alibi, especially in the prevalent situation of the world today. But we know it that he is coming from a very bad intention by doing that, and it is very connected in our being member of the Jehovah's Witnesses. So that's it. It is breaking apart families, endangering your lives by prohibiting blood transfusion even if you are in a life-threatening situation, empowering you because they frown upon college educations, and they just want you to make all the house to house Bible studies to build their organization. It's impoverizing their members. So that's only some factors that bring misery to the lives of the members. So for the general public, I was warning them for the disadvantages of joining this religion. That is my pure intention. I cannot just walk away silently without talking and giving this warning to all the people I still love, who are still inside the organization. I still love them. My closest friend who is now shunning me because I was already disassociated from the congregation. It hurts me from to the bottom of my heart, but I cannot escape the eventuality because, as I've said in my past video, there is no honorable discharge inside the Jehovah's Witnesses. When you want to leave, you will be shunned. You will not be treated as kindly as before. So that's it for this video, and I just hope that I have answered the question regarding my true intention, why I was doing all my videos. Thank you, and may you have a good day.